Hey guys, JDP Gaming here, and welcome back to a brand new Survive the Hunt. We are of course starting at the university playing field, which is our regular starting spot, and I'm getting going at 5 PM, so, oh, what a flip. Oh, no, we're going to get there eventually. No, we're going to get there eventually. Oh, thread the needle. No, didn't quite. Okay, hang on. Oh, they're getting the cops on them. I mean, it's going to be more hassle for them lot because they've got to wait for a few hours before I get started. Anyway, after a bit of a hairy start, we finally gotten out, and we can now have 2 hours to roam the city, get myself prepared, change my style, and also change my car. That's mainly what I do in that 2-hour head start period. So that's what we need to focus on. So I'm going to try and find a car that I don't go in all the time. We'll go for something a little bit different. Maybe that Dodge, actually. That's you know, that's a car to go for. It'll be nice and quick and speedy. Bravado Gauntlet Muscle is going to be, yeah, like I said, speedy, so I'm happy with that. So that's one objective ticked off of blowing up. Oh man, it's because I'm so used to saying that an objective is one that I blow up. Obviously we'll get onto the objectives and the ones that I actually do have to blow up in a second, but right now changing car is one thing I have to do, so the other thing I will do as well is go to my... Oh no, I don't need to request it. Oh, whatever. I'll return in a second. Anyway, let's change my style whilst I'm here as well, which is the other thing I need to be doing. So just flick through all of my different styles because, you know, I'm a man of many styles. And we're going to go for this one today, which is a little bit different to what I'm used to wearing. And I know there's a bit of colour to it, but I'm willing to go for the risk factor of a bright outfit. I don't know why, I'm just feeling like it could do something. When we have a look at the top left, it doesn't necessarily show lots of colours, so I don't have to worry about that side of things anyway. But yeah, we're all good. Right, whilst my vehicle is here as well, we're going to return that to storage. Yes, welcome back to another hunt. We're going to get going in a second. Speaking of objectives, I'm going to show you the map now before I forget, because I've had a terrible streak lately of forgetting to show you the map and all the objectives. So here is what we are looking like today. So we've actually got 11 objectives out in play. So it's one of those where the hunters all got on before me because I was a little bit late joining for the session, and they all started placing their vehicles about, and then turns out we had 11. We normally go for a limit of 10 because... Sorry, just pushing my door too, because there's a limit of how many markers you can have on a map, but managed to grab one of the images of a marker and place it in there, so you can see we have 11. And whilst I've been chatting around all of this, I haven't said where any of the positions are, but yeah, I'm not going to list them all. You can see from the map we're looking at. So let's get back to the hunt, and what my plan is, what my play is, and yeah, what I'm going to do in this one. Well, I mean, they don't differ too much. It's me trying to survive 24 hours in the city of Los Santos, and that time starts when those guys get released. So I started at 5, they get released at 7, so there's a couple more minutes before we have to worry about it. And the other thing I also have that's sort of going to be sort of, I guess, exciting news or something different, is we also have a brand new hunter playing with us today, which is also very exciting. So if you were watching one of these, if you're an admirer of JDB Gaming and my hunts, speaking for myself in third person, oh, such an idiot. Anyway, if you're an admirer of hunts and you'd love to have a go, then please let me know in the comments down below, or contact me on Twitter or Instagram or PlayStation itself. My PSN is drkm_jappyp. A bit of an awkward one. It's one of those where I can't remember the origin behind that PSN. I know the drkm was like a clan name or something it was going to be, and then nothing materialized from it, and then I thought, hey, hell to it, why not just use this? So yeah, it's actually, fun fact, so this account actually isn't my main PlayStation account. It's sort of like a second one that was created, and then since then I just solely use this account for GTA activities basically. The main reason why is because when GTA first came out, oh gosh, it must have been, oh sorry, that's alright, car's not damaged, just went to scratch my eye for a goddamn second and look what happens. Anyway, there's a lot of deaths today. We also are very busy with hunters, so we've been sort of scratching, we've been struggling. Why did I say scratching? Anyway, we've been struggling to get 10 recently, but now we've got a solid 12. We're meant to have 13, but, you know, last minute dropout, life happens, doesn't it really? And I'm going to have to turn. I'm going to go straight, you know, why not? And also, I just realised the time, yes. So, anyway, as I was saying before I got distracted, my main account is one that I share. Well, I used to share with my brother, and when GTA first came out, he got hold of GTA first, and so he then used the main account, the one we used to share, as his one for GTA. And so ever since then, since he's now got his own account, he still uses that main account of mine as the one he uses to play GTA. So this is why basically I now have a second account for GTA. Essentially, yeah. Story time's over now. Yeah. The only other thing I have forgotten to do is change up my weapon wheel. The reason why is because my weapon wheel sometimes gets me in trouble. I should really prioritize the guns I'm going to be using in this, because otherwise if I waste precious seconds having to flick through my weapon wheel and get into the gun I want, so instead of having a nice assault rifle or a nice shotgun right there, I've got to use sort of like a pump shotgun, which when I could be using an automatic one, which is much nicer. So yeah, I have confirmed the hunters have also been released. We do obviously have a 2-hour period. Pardon me. A 2-hour period where I cannot blow anything up. I have to wait for the hunters to spread out. Speaking of hunters, one has just come by with beautiful timing. And because of the green underglow and the green... Actually, that was green, I could have gone. And the green wheels, I'm going to assume that is Chance. Maybe. He's been... he has that striking livery on his cars, so I'm going to assume he's the one that's driving that vehicle. So our first car is the one that's in the water feature, and you can see it's the orange Sultan. Our Sultan is the car we use, that the car hunters used to place about on for me to blow up. The reason being is because when I did the start of these hunts, if you are new around here, is I used to always favourite the Karen Sultan. I don't know. I mean, it's a sports car. I'm allowed sports. Hunters aren't. Speaking of another hunt, God, it's almost like every single time I say the word, one just crops up. Okay, impromptu message has popped up, which will have popped up on his end, and I actually lost which way he went. I think he went by. But all the sirens, I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, there's one there. I mean, I think that hunter's already sussed me out because of my clothing. So, as he's gotten out, I'm just going to bolt because there's no point messing about. He's now got to get back in his car, so before he realises which way I've gone, I'm just going to dash. And then blend back into traffic like nothing's happened. And my plan is going to change, so I'm pretty certain the bright colour of my outfit possibly gave me away for that one. I'm assuming it might have. Or maybe there was an impromptu message that popped up on his screen that I didn't see on mine, and I can also see the chopper just in the distance. Whether or not it's actually the chopper or an AI chopper just about, it's hard to tell. But that's the thing with a hunter, right? So they spend most of the time searching for me, and then when they find me, it's that predicament. Do I get out and try and shoot him, hopefully get him straight away, and then it's like, oh my god, we've just ended the hunt almost immediately. This isn't going to be used, because what's he going to use the footage for? Which it's a fair point. Like, who's going to want to watch a hunt that lasts not even a couple of hours? So, I mean, admittedly, so we have made some changes, so if I do die early on or something happens, I don't just then chuck random footage on the end of the hunt that none of you have signed up for. When you click on a video, you click on a video for a survived hunt. If I then die and then half an hour late, the half an hour for the rest of the video is some of random footage I've grabbed from whatever, you haven't signed up for it. You don't want to watch that, do you? So we have found a solution to that, which, if you're a regular viewer, you are familiar with what I'm talking about. If you're new, of course, around here, then you're probably going, ooh, what's this new, interesting, exciting thing you're talking about? I'm sure that's exactly what every single one of you new people are thinking. I'll get into it as we go. I don't want to sort of rattle off what I always say in every hunt. I want to try and make sure my commentary is a little bit different, but I will, of course, say, basically, to cut a long story short, when I die, it doesn't mean the hunt's over and that's it done. It sort of gets flipped on its head, essentially. Instead of me being hunted, I then become... Oh, he just slammed the brakes on. I then become the hunter, essentially, and there's a way I can redeem myself. So there's now, like, 2 ways for me to essentially win the hunt. Surviving, or if I die, I then have to, I guess, so I don't have an official word for what we're going to call them, and I was really trying to have a think earlier and then didn't come to a conclusion for it. For the time being, I'm just going to call them the orange vehicles because that's what they're in. And with time will tell. I actually don't know what I'm trying to say here. It's because my mind has panicked as to what to call them, and I've gone, I'm not talking too much, I'm stuttering too much, I need to say something, and then I panicked, and yeah, I don't really know how I do commentary, in all honesty with you. My mind still boggles on that front. But anyway, here we are. And if you're enjoying this very riveting hunt of me just driving around and chatting, then do please hit that like button down below. And of course, if you've got anything to say as well, don't be afraid to leave a comment down below. I always love reading what you guys have to say, and I always try my best to get back to you as well. So yeah, that's it. So basically, I've had a change of plan. We were at Legion Square, Hunter came by, spotted me, had a quick sort of thing. That was the thing I was talking about, the predicament, right? And I got so massively sidetracked. So basically, when Hunter gets out, when Hunter spots me, he's got two things to consider. One, do I get out and try and shoot him and get the win, which is obviously the main objective is kill me, or two, do I just stick with him and make sure I've always got eyes on and wait for other people to get with me. Now there's sort of pros and cons to each of them. The pro obviously getting out and shooting me is if you get the win, you've won, but if you get out and it doesn't come to anything, I've then gone round 1-2 corners. By the time you then got back in your vehicle and tried to catch up to me, I've gone. You've lost your line of sight as the Hunter goes past. Now that one in that beautifully coloured lime green and pink dubster is Boots and Cats Wes, so starting to recognise these Hunters as they all have very extreme personalities with their colour choices. Most of the Hunters liked that colour combo. I mean, it's very striking, that's all I'm going to say. So that's the pro, I guess, of getting out, but you don't get the kill. You've then lost it, and that's it. You've gone, oh, I found it. No, oh, he's gone. Okay, that's it. Sorry, guys. That came to nothing. Whereas if you stay in the car and chase me down, then the con to that is obviously I have a chance of losing you in the chase, and so then it all has come to nothing. Whereas, I'm sorry, I just need to concentrate now because I'm wary that I'm coming up to a vehicle.
How are you? Oh, hey, Rainbow. Hey, how are you? I got cut by my own knitting needle last night.
Oh, sorry. Just hearing things, trying to make sure that I'm just trying to think what the escape plan is here.
I'm guessing you don't want a back rub. How can I help? I'll deal with it.
Ah. So there is Chance checking out his vehicle. So once he goes, because he's just gonna do a quick little loop around, I think, and then he's gonna leave. Yep. See, he'd have no reason to check on me. I'm just watching him, just making sure that the coast is clear. He has looped. He's just checking cars out, I think.
Hey!
Yeah. He's not shooting. No one's freaking out. Don't know what he's doing here though. Is there a... Oh, we're watching a shootout here. Cops, quickly, come to the scene. Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, we've just got our own entertainment here. I'm just watching the clock go down. Also, I'm not really sure what's going on. That Chance is just sort of chilling. I mean, he did murder someone as well. I don't know whether or not I can just be cheeky and just go and get the kill. I mean, we're going to be here forever, aren't we, otherwise? So I say... sod it. Use this as our escape, because it's a nice, tidy little escape. Cock it, drop it, and watch the bad boy blow up. We then scooch on down, flick a UE. Job's a good one, and we're going to stay on this side so we have a nice quick escape, and hopefully no one sees that. And there we go. Job's a good one. I probably just said that, but I'm going to say it again. Well, that was a very interesting encounter. I've not had, every hunt is different, and that one had its differences because I've never seen a hunter sort of just get out and just stand. I don't know what was going on. Maybe something happened and he had to get out of his, his gaming chair or wherever he sits in real life to go do something in real life, like I said. So I have no idea. Because hunters don't camp. Obviously, we allow them to sporadically go and check in their vehicles. That's perfectly fine and legal. But they can't just literally just park a car up like I did and watch their car until I rock up. It's not allowed. It's not really fun either. So, and it's one of those things, we could easily do hunts where we allow them to do whatever they want. But ultimately, bit of a hunter miscommunication there. And ultimately, we're also doing this for YouTube. That doesn't stop them from wanting to absolutely hunt me down and get my blood and guts and everything. Doesn't hold them back at all. I think I don't. I'm not gonna don't go to say it, but you could easily go, look guys, I'm doing it for YouTube, it's meant to be entertainment process, just go easy on me. I could say that, it wouldn't sink in at all. I don't think the guys would accept that either, and I wouldn't do that either. It's one of these things, if you try and fix content, if you try and sort of get your hunters to go a little bit chill on you, it just doesn't work out. It seems fake, and it's not genuine, and it's not really what I stand for. So, as a hunter, and I don't know if I accidentally hit the reverse lights. I probably did, but I don't think the hunter was necessarily watching. And there's another hunter who's going past. Okay, so that was a nice, clean car exploded. So, in this situation now that obviously nothing's come from it, and we've all chilled, and no chase or anything, chance maybe we'll have to go and spray. I don't know why I really struggled with that word then. He'll have to go and paint his car that he's currently driving orange, and so when it comes to the end game of me dying and then I can redeem myself, he then becomes a target for me to hunt down. So an orange car. There you go. We'll think of a better name. I need to think of a better name because I feel so clumsy describing it as. So, the hunter who's placed a car for me to blow up, an objective for me to blow up. So once that objective is blown up, he then obviously takes his current car he's driving and sprays that orange. And yeah, I don't know, I just feel, I've gone completely the wrong way. God almighty, I hope no hunter's watching that. I saw left and I just thought it was this entrance. Okay. Anyway, cut a long story short. I just feel that's what I was trying to say. I just feel clumsy whenever I say it. I have to describe it as, if we do it like, blah 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 blah. So I'm not going to say it again. Don't have to repeat myself, but you know what I'm saying. So I do think I need to think of a way to describe it better than what I do currently. Okay, so whilst I'm walking on foot, this actually gives me a chance to sort out my guns and everything. So I'm actually happy with what I'm rolling around in. That's happy with that, happy with that. That'll do. Cool! So, yeah, basically my little worry of... Sorry, I just hear an engine and it just had me concerned. So I'm trying to get better doing on-foot gameplay because it obviously does cause chaos and it does create some good content and it creates some really nervous moments. But I feel so vulnerable. Like zero protection to me. I can't really get away quickly or anything like that. So that's why it's really not my preferred method of just what's the word I'm looking for? Well, just travel. There you go. I'm trying to overcomplicate it. Yeah, I don't really like travelling, but I thought I'd leave my car there. Hopefully it doesn't spawn. But there is a car park near with some other cars in it, so push comes to shove, that's what we have to do. Now the plan is, what I'm hoping is if I can just sneak up, get this car, run away, then if I just hug the barrier, I don't think the chopper will be able to see me necessarily, and I'll then be able just to run away on foot. Like I said, it's a big if and a big but. I just need to make sure the chopper's nowhere near as well. And I can currently hear one. Oh no, you're not what I think you are. Yeah, you are. Uh-oh. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, he's flown on by. Do we reckon cops turn a blind eye? Is loaded back in.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Here it is.
Sure. Done.
Okay. Plan didn't really work out as I had wanted. Cock it, drop it, and watch it blow up. Because obviously there's just a guy walking about. But if I just stay running with the people, that's all that matters really. Just act like a freaked out AI. That's the plan. At the end of the day, that's what I always wanted to do. Now, chance rocking up and checking out the vehicle at the exact same time I was there is unbelievable timing on his behalf. I mean, unfortunate timing because obviously it didn't work out. Our car's despawned, which is not preferable. Not preferable in the slightest, but whilst I do have cops on a blinder active, this is a chance for me. Oh. To steal a car, and whilst the chopper is preoccupied over that direction, me drive away into the distance the other way. It just depends if that car behind me. No, it's not. It's not Hunter. Okay. The radius will do me nicely, and whilst all the hunters are coming this way, I want to go as far away as possible. I'd ideally like to get another car whilst I have cops on a blinder active, but I don't think we're going to have the luxury unless I just race away. Don't want to get caught out though. It's just I can see the choppers far over that way, so it's a good opportunity for me to get some distance and build up the ground between us. But the thing is, the only one that's near to me is this one at the golf course, and I could go for it, but then I'm starting to get... Oh, actually, no, I'm not... Well, I'm then building a clear sort of pattern, a clear route of what I'm doing. Like, I've started the arena and I've sort of gone up the left-hand side of the map, and then I'm going to be arching around. So I don't want to become completely predictable, because then the next guess is, well, the next nearest one is the train diner. He's clearly going to go for the train diner then. So yeah, it's just one of those things. It hasn't quite worked out in our favour, but 2 cars, that's not a bad job at all. Now, chance on that one didn't spray paint his car orange. I'm guessing he might have forgotten, so hopefully someone will give them a friendly nudge. But yeah, I mean, either way, he's dead obvious. So even if it does come to the end game, I know who I'm chasing after. The whole reason we do them in orange is, well, orange is my favourite colour. It's also kind of my channel. I know, right? No, I didn't guess that from all the orange on your channel. My God. but he's in bright green. He's got green lights, green wheels. I think he's probably gone, you know what? Jacob can obviously tell who I am from this, so I'm probably safe to say this, which is fair enough, really. So if it is what it is what it is. But not bad going. So how long have we had? It is 5 a.m. We've had nearly 12 hours. Okay, so not the quickest so far, but you know, we've had a couple of encounters that have slowed us down. Obviously the one at Legion Square, then that situation over at the arena, then that situation at the lifeguard tower. Also the fact that I was walking, which is obviously never a fast way to travel about. So those are things to consider. Doesn't worry me too much. I also have forgotten to say that the only way... So, there's two ways we can win or survive the hunt if we were to survive out normal time. One is if I manage to get half the cars on offer. So we've got 11. Technically half is 6, so maybe I should get going. So normally we do 10 because then we go half is 5. Basically, if I get half the cars that are on offer... I mean, technically it's 5.5, isn't it? I don't know, we didn't really... Didn't think about that. Either way, whatever. We'll do 5, 6. We'll figure it out. If I get half the cars, I'm then entitled to a nice and easy, traditional, watch the time go out. Hey, 24 hours is up. I've managed to survive the hunt. So there's that. But if I don't manage to get half the cars in the time, because of chases or whatever...
I spilled my fucking latte.
Oh, I mean, you tried to go round me when the light was green. I'm just going to stand still, am I? Yeah, so if I don't manage to get all cars because of XYZ reasons, then there are 3 car parks that I have to get to the roof of and jump off the roof in order to entitle myself to a win that way instead. Now those car parks I have forgotten to point out to you all beforehand, but there is basically the multicoloured one which we passed not too long ago at the movie studios. The one that's the other side of the highway to the red car park, which I can show you guys later. And then there's a car park in Strawberry, which is just next to where your car gets impounded in the game. And so those are the 3 car parks. And so if I don't blow the cars up within 24 hours, I have an additional 2 hours after that point where I can get to the top of these car parks and jump off. However, as soon as the 24 hours are expired, Lauren Kalsgomer, who's obviously watching the map for this, so what happens, or just in general, she will then communicate with the guys where my exact position is at that moment in time. So it's essentially gives my location away, but also knows for them to narrow down. Okay, it could be one of those things where it's like a reverse psychology of where I could place myself at Strawberry, but then race my way over to the other one. But if I don't get to a car park in 2 hours' time, that's it. I haven't survived the hunt. Even though I've done all of that hard work to get to that point, I have not survived. So it's about playing it sensible and not being stupid with it all. Oh, no way. Has the chopper just rolled up as soon as I pulled in? I think he has as well, hasn't he?
You still down for going to church on Sunday, but satirically?
I can still hear the chopper blades. I think he might have heard me. Not heard me, see me, sorry. And now I'm in a familiar position where I've been in one of these hunts before where I've stayed here. Mainly because I wanted to blow the car up and then watch the hunters come in and go out. Which worked beautifully. I can hear crashing. I don't know whether or not they're trying to block me in, you know. Can't necessarily... I mean, I might just be freaking out for absolutely nothing. Hey, there's only one way to find out. Well, there is a hunter.
Hey, darling, I ain't seen you in forever.
Not a big fan of this.
You should
To be
vlog
honest,
about it.
not a big fan of this at all. There's a banshee there. Yeah, impromptu race, so they know I'm about. Oh man, I'm wasting so much time. Becoming too cautious. Well, hey, you know what? You only live once, don't you? So let's do... I'm actually not even going to worry about that. Cock it, drop it, and watch it not blow up. How did I miss? Well, that's going to cost me big time. None of you are reaching, are you? No, none of you. There we go, that one reached. But I've completely gone wrong with where I'm trying to escape. And I now definitely know that that hunter who was by... Oh my god. Talk about screwing this one up, eh? Just get out. There we go. I'm out. I'm out and about. Talk about giving the hunters a chance to close in on my location, and there is a hunter, as I'm saying it, closing in on my location. Now, the Radius is not a rapid car in comparison to what's chasing me behind, but it's still a good enough car that I'm happy to be in this. I don't think I was necessarily spotted either. Oh, no, there you go, there's a hunter racing. He's now got to turn around. And I need to get this car under control. Much appreciated, Hydro. Thank you for your car. It's a quick car for me just to nab, so I'm just going to nab that for me. Oh, he must have assumed I wasn't. It wasn't me. I don't really know what happened there. Oh boy, my heart was in my mouth. I thought as soon as he ran me over... Oh, Ledwin! Yep, he shot a tyre out. Okay, we're in trouble here. Fair plays. I just need to get away as soon as possible. Ideally... Oh no, not crash the car. Because I now need to get this under control as quickly as possible. In a perfect world, I need to get out of this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ditch under cover in case the chopper... I'm just going to assume the chopper's on me. I'm going to have to say everything's so nice and gentle. There we go, get under here. See, I'd love to get on that, but I don't trust myself to not die, because I've done that before. So... that's fine, I'll do that if needs be. Let me just get under here. Okay, I got rid of the cops, which is what I wanted to do, so... Oh... Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. This has been an action-packed hunt, that's for sure. 3 cars I've got, so I'm still not looking grand in that sense. So what I can do during the hunt is I can top up my health. I'm just not allowed to... inventory, that's it. I'm just not allowed to top up my armour. So my armour's gone at this point. Okay. So my armour's gone. because I had a few pop shots from Ledwin. I also got ran over by Keith Hydrocyclone as well. Okay, so I know I went silent for that one. It's because I also had a notification pop on my PlayStation which won't be shown on your end. Sorry, I'm just trying to think about what's going on. Yeah, I had a notification which obviously took my attention away. Then obviously I had a car weirdly stop in front of me and I thought, okay, is this just an AI stopping? And then I got investigated and I thought it was a hunter. He must have second guessed himself and thought it wasn't me, or maybe somebody else made a call out saying, oh, I've got him. And so Keith was like, okay, it's not him. Well, obviously he got shot later, but there you go, an example. I sorted myself out with the shotgun earlier, and so I could immediately whip it out, the one that I wanted, and I got the kill instantly, which is amazing. So now it's a case of planning what my next move is going to be. So we've got the one down here at Legion Square, which I think time-wise we might just need to do it. Just go for it. What else have we got around and about us? Mirror Park Islands, that's back that way. We also had the football field back that way as well, which would have been nice, but I didn't go for either of those. It's going to have to be a Legion Square one at this rate. I think just go for it. Maybe keep cops on a blind eye and use this as an opportunity to just... What's going to get me closest to it? Okay, if I go around the left hand side, yep. And then if I scooch all the way around, and as I'm going past it, just pull into a parking spot bay, get out, quickly throw a grenade, get back in. I think that's the best way I'm going to go about it. I've got a rough plan. Uh-oh. There's a mugging going on in front of me. Cops, you need to come over here. That's the second time I've seen some hunter action going on with the AIs. First one, there was Chance being shot at by an AI and we saw a bit of gunfight. There is another hunter going past as well. Okay, he's just checking out that car that had been stolen. I'm guessing he asked, did anyone swap a car at Legion Square? And someone probably went, yep, it was me. Another hunter as well. They're all hot in the area. So maybe...
If it isn't my creepy
So maybe it's
silent
not a smart play what I'm
How can I
about to
help?
do, but
I'll deal with it.
you only live once, and I say let's do it. And with that, I think I might just drive onto the green instead. Oh, nicely done. Nicely done, can I say so? Oh, nice, Jacob. Really nicely done. Drop it, cock it, and watch it blow up, which we have done. And then we race away because I heard the chopper nearby. Sorry guys, sorry. You're not my intended target. It's just this is a route where I can get through. No questions have to be asked, and I can get out nicely. There we go. I'm going to stick to this route. Oh, damage the car a bit more. Why don't you? Also have blood on your car as well. Why don't you? Well, we've done a lot of on-foot gameplay, so let's do a little bit more on-foot gameplay. And then the next car I see is the one I'm going to go for. And there's nothing coming. Which is just what the doctor ordered. I think that's a minivan. No, it's not. Oh, it's an Assayer. Don't really want either of those. Come on, something come down the street. Towards me, preferably. Zombie killed Ledwin. Miscommunication again. I bet you if I start running... Stanley, I don't really want that. I'll take that radius though in front of me, if that comes to the right. Which of course it doesn't.
Sweet Jesus! You're a boring
We'll take
shit.
Primo instead, why not?
You got shitty.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't have taken a Primo, because this thing is not quick at all. Okay, well, we'll come to that issue when we come to that issue. Right now, it's a case of just any vehicle was a good vehicle for this one. For this scenario, and I just want to get away as quickly as possible. And look to try and get my next car. Because we've got just over 3 hours. No, we don't. That's when I started. We have just over 6 hours. No, we don't have. It's nearly 2. We started at 7, so just over 5 hours. Wow, we got there eventually. Sorry, I like the sights of this one instead. It's a quicker car. It's done me well before, so I might as well stick with this. It seems to be one of those episodes, a Bravado Gauntlet type of video, so why not just stay in the Bravado Gauntlet for the entirety of the hunt? Okay, right. Let's go over and get another car. So that is 4 ticked off. I think we need 2 more to technically have got more than half. Because I think that's normally our rule. So I'm just going to hop over to Mirror Park Island, that direction, or the football field there, blow that car up, and then I think it's just one more car after that. Because if we have a little count for it, we have got. Oh, we do have 2 down. I've completely forgotten about them. So we have 1 down just before the dock's entrance, which is far bottom right, and we also have 1 near there, which is the paperclip, which is just near that area. If you're not too familiar with what I'm on about, so we have 2 down there. We've obviously got the golf course. Oh, we have Red Car Park. I completely forgot about that, which was right around the corner as well. But yeah, so we've got Arena Chick, we've got Red Carpet, we haven't got Footground, no, Train Diner, no, Golf Course, no, Lifeguard Tower, check, Rockford Plains Ray Car Park, check, Mirror Park Island, no, Paperclip, no, Legion Square, check, 1, 2, 3, that's 4, yeah, so we've got 4 out of 11 so far, it's not bad going, to be honest. So, yeah, it's been an action-packed hunt, maybe not had the chases that some might desire, but we've had moments where it's been interesting, so yeah, it's been a different style of hunt. We obviously don't want every single hunt to be the exact same. None of us want that, and yeah, it's been good. I'm quite happy with how this is going. I know I've been really cautious at times. I probably was over cautious when I was at the Rolford car park near the main paint spray in the Santos. I know I was probably being really overcautious with that, but I don't know, I had a feeling I was spotted going in there by the chopper, and the chopper was then calling it out, and probably Cross Leg 2 is our pilot, had no idea it was there, but Liam was in the area sort of checking cars out, which also was making me think something was going on. And then yeah, I thought, you know what, I can't back out of this, I've wasted enough time here, I've got to go for it. So yeah, went for it in the end. Anyway, just explaining my thinking process. So there's quite a few cars I haven't gone for. That's I've sort of forgotten about. So yeah, we do have Train Diner at the top that I could go for. That could be a good one. But as we have these 2 right next to each other, I'm thinking this might be a good direction to go for instead. And then just do. I mean, I don't have Cops Turn a Blind Eye active, which is rather frustrating. So I might have to. Well, not active, but like I might not have the cooldown sort of done by the time I sort of get to the area I'm going into, which is, I think I'm going to go for the football field instead of the Mirror Park Island, just because it's a bit closer, and then I can use that to hop across to Train Diner maybe, or even Golf Course, or I could even just not even go left, I could turn right instead and then head down towards the dock entrance and get that one there. The possibilities, the options are unlimited. Yeah, Okay, cool. Well, I've got my options. I'm not too worried about the time. As long as we don't get stuck in a chase, I should be fine to get to the cars, get them done, and not have to worry about a car park escape. Or, well, the thing is, as the time gets lesser and lesser towards the end, it means that if I die now, the opportunity for me to redeem myself in the end game starts to dwindle. And there is a hunter who's going to check on my car. I was going to say the car at the. Do I just follow him, and then if he sort of yeah, solid. Let's follow him. And then if he needs to have a gunfight, we can have a gunfight. Whoa, that was Wes who just exploded and died there. That was rather epic. Cock it, drop it, and watch it. Oh, how is my aim this bad? Come on. That has definitely got to hit the money. Jackpot! Boom! We only live once! Oh! Right, as long as no one saw that, I'm in the clear. And then we get rid of the cops, and the way this road's going to take me, going to go left. I think down towards the docks entrance is probably a nice one to go for. I mean, I will be trapped in a corner, but
Oh, hey.
I think I'll be
You're in
alright.
trouble.
So there we go.
Okay. I'll deal
Quick
with it.
exit onto the highway. I've not done that escape before. Always like to mix it up. And now we can sort of scooch on down towards the bottom right hand corner, Cypress Flats region, and get that car, and then we've done more than half of the objectives. And we're in for a nice and easy watch the clock go down by. Gotta go the. I threw too many words in there. Watch the clock go down. Enter this survive the hunt, which I'm not complaining about. I mean, it's not going to stop me from going for other cars. I didn't say that at all. I'm just saying that this just entitles me to a don't have to worry about rushing to a car park, going up the different floors, hoping the hunters aren't there already situation. So, I mean, the hunters are going to be absolutely kicking themselves because they've had opportunities to see me in this one. It just hasn't worked out that way. Right, we're going to turn right at these lights when I get the opportunity. Travel on down here. Making my way downtown. No, I'm not doing that again. I think we've all had that song pop into our heads at some point, and I've probably sung it before. That I'm just not going to go down there. So I'm now going to use this opportunity that whilst the traffic is still to turn left.
Dirty piece of shit.
And yeah, I think we made our way quite nicely this time. Oh my god, I cannot control the car to go straight. Get in Leicester. Cops on a blind eye. Grab this car.
Why, hello. How you doing?
With a few hours left to
How can I
go,
help?
and
Done.
we're happy. We're dandy. So as long as this car doesn't take too long to go, or as I should say, the lights don't take too long to change, I should be good to turn right. And then there is the car in question at the dock's entrance. I'm going to just rock up here whilst it's red and do a drive-by grenade. Or even, actually, whilst we have the opportunity here, just do a... There we go. Cock it, drop it, and watch it blow up. Nicely done. And then we can just slowly drive away with the explosion in the background, the fire going off, and just sort of the end game music playing, where it's in that movie where you know the good guys, they've done their job, they've done their mission, they've succeeded, they're walking away with bags of money. I mean, I'm not in this scenario, but you know what I mean. It's one of those situations where it's like, yep, we're at the end of this movie now, everything's gone good, the heroes come to save the day. I mean, a last minute bit of action where... Uh-oh. Oh no! The hunter went wrong. And of course, with every hero movie like that, we have a comical end right... Oh, hello. Don't count your chickens before they've hatched, Jacob. Jesus. Okay, well, we're going to have a last minute frantic end to this where I think a hunter was chasing me. Nope, no they weren't. Okay, alright. Well, I was trying to say, we then have that moment at the end of the movie where they've done their job and we have the comical scenario, and that was where the hunter... I was right next to the hunter, and the hunter's then just U-turned it and gone away from me. And then we also had another situation where we had a hunter crash into me, and he had no idea. Lovely! Right, well, let's just watch the clock go down. To be fair, I think we could probably just go for another car. Yeah, let's go for another one. Whilst I've got time. You know, not too much to worry about here. I should be able just to get onto the island now. Cock it, drop it, that's definitely hit the car, so it's going to work, yep. And then I'm just going to stand around, and then if any hunters want to come by for the last few minutes, they can do. Oh, of course there's going to be fire. And I'm just going to look out into the sunset. Look out into the sunset, watch the sun go down, and also watch the clock go down, because 24 hours is up. And we have survived this wonderful, beautiful hunt. It's been a great one. We've had lots of explosions. 7 cars out of 11 in the end that I managed to get, which I think is quite good going. Had some chases, had some close moments. I'm very happy with how this has gone. And, yeah. So, if you have enjoyed this Survive the Hunt, then do please hit that like button. If there's anything you'd like to share your opinion about, how you think the hunt went, any close moments that, you know... that happened and you had an opinion on, please share below. Like I said, I try my best to get back to every single one of you. I think the chopper is inbound any second. Am I about to... Oh, there we go. Spectacular explosion. Oh, and we're stuck between 2 wooden posts. Just lovely. Right. Yes. Okay, there we go. Right. What a beautiful end. Right, so if you have enjoyed this hunt, do please hit that like button. If you also have anything to say, then don't be afraid to leave a comment down below. I always read what you guys have to say, and I do always try my best to get back to you. Sometimes I have my off days where I don't, so I do apologise on that front. And if you haven't already, and you are new around here, then do please hit that subscribe button. 70% of you are subscribed, so the odd 30% who keep coming back, because you like to watch Survive the Hunt, you like the extra content that's out there on YouTube, then please hit that subscribe button. I'm about to get... yeah, there we go. Right, that's a beautiful ending to it. Thank you all for watching. JDB Gaming, out to Monday.